Hot Java Hunnies in Kent, Washington, allegedly fired two 40-something-year-old women because they are not sexy enough to work at the coffee shop. That's what the women are alleging. We have a local news report for you guys. It's from Como TV. Let's watch that and we'll discuss a little more.
I have a passion for coffee.
Instead of pouring out her passion for her customers, former barista Shirley Stagner now serves up home-brewed coffee out of her own kitchen.
It was devastating.
Losing their jobs didn't just hurt their incomes.
I guess I'm too old.
It hurt their pride.
I'm not a, young, sexy thing.
Shirley and fellow employee Tina Holcomb believe they're not hot enough anymore.
I am 48.
I am 47.
To work at the Hot Java Hunnies coffee stand.
And he says I have to go younger.
But I have to lay you off, and I am going to get younger girls in here.
They claim their boss wanted to perk up business with steamy young barista babes.
When I put it out on Craigslist, there's nothing in there about age or anything.
Jim Hanez owns the Kent coffee stand. He says with Shirley and Tina serving up the Joe over the past couple of years,
I'm not making any profit.
his business trickled down to a third of what it previously was.
I want to try new blood.
Regardless of what the owner says, the women claim age discrimination and they filed a complaint with the state. But the owner says he has only 2 employees. The state says it needs at least 6 more employees for a total of 8 before it would get involved.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The whole reason why I wanted to do that story was for that woman's stand-up, which was the best stand-up in the history of
This story is great in
reporting.
100 different ways. We need to have a TYT Supreme Court on it, but the demonstration was awesome. I mean, come on. He has 2 employees and he coffee, get it? Why? Don't do that. It's embarrassing, right? And then everything has to be a pun in these stories. But his business trickled down. Like coffee?
Yes.
And the guy's business is Hot Java Hunnies, and his last name is like Hunnies. So it's like but he's a pun clown too, right? And clown of the earth, look, he apparently he has a right to do it because he doesn't have 8 employees,
Yes.
right? As we saw in that wonderful demonstration. But don't tell him that. Just be like, okay, honestly, if you want to avoid trouble, you lie to them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, lie to them. So be like, oh yeah, I can't believe the way you spilled that coffee. You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then get the hot girls and stuff. So, but this guy has no subtlety, etc. But the real question is, should he be allowed to do that? He's like, look, I'm advertising this thing as Hot Hunnies, and they need Hot Hunnies. I want to, like Hooters, I want to hire hot girls and have them serve the coffee. I think my business will do better.
Mm-hmm.
Allowed or not allowed?
It's a difficult thing to say because, look, Hooters is not going to hire like some obese woman to do waitressing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because their business model doesn't allow it. In this case, it's a private business and he wants younger women to do the job. I think it's stupid. I wouldn't run my business that way, but does he have a right to do it? I don't even know if he's protected under law to do what he's doing. It depends on the law. Like, personally, if I want to judge him on a personal basis, I'd say, no, he shouldn't be allowed to do it, right? But I need to know what the law is,
Right.
and I would follow the law.
Right. I mean, look, the law is an easy answer, right? Because he doesn't have 8 employees, so he's allowed to do it, right? But I'm saying, should he be allowed to do it, like Hooters and et cetera, et cetera? And I think, honestly, I say yes, right? Because Hooters is a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Playboy. I mean, what are you going to say? Age discrimination? Why don't they have any 60-year-olds? They're Playboy. You see what I'm saying? Like, if he's just doing something that's not related to Hot Hunnies,
Right.
okay, then you can't do age discrimination. I get it. Should he be allowed to hire hot people? Yes. Justice O, a new justice of the court. Yes.
I'm with you on this, Jank. I mean, he's a clown of the earth, but he can do it. And for the same reasons that you said, he can't set artificial limits like, I'm going to hire people only under the age of 26. But if he has a loose standard like, I'm going to hire only hot people, whether they're 26 or 46, they're hot, I'm going to hire them, that's fine.
Yeah, and if he's running a business that has nothing to do with looks, and he says, like, I'm running a legal business, but I want all my secretaries to be hot because it turns me on. Okay, and hence I'm firing everybody over the age of 40, can't have it, right? But if he's like, I'm trying to get horny idiots to show up at my coffee shop, and so I'm going to hire hot women, then I say you got to let them go.
Another good example of that business model is that Beautiful People dating site, right? Where they only allow beautiful people to participate in the dating site. And you literally have to submit a photo of yourself and it needs to be approved by one of the administrators. They're allowed to do it. They're protected under the law. So I get that it's legally totally protected, but I don't agree with it, obviously. I don't like it.
Yeah, I look. One last thing on this: the beautiful sight, for some reason, makes me want to vomit. But the coffee shop doesn't at all. For example, if they got like the Thunder from Down Under to serve coffee, and all the women showed up, which, by the way, they probably would.
That's a really good business
See.
idea.
Okay, by the way, you secretly would go, okay?
No, I wouldn't.
Totally would go. I knew it. I knew it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'd have no problem with that. And if they said, hey, listen, you're a fat ass and you're not Thunder from Down Under, you can't serve the coffee
I know,
here. I'd
but
be
you're
like,
not passionate about coffee. You're not as passionate as those women were.
okay, right. Okay. Now.